And the Marquoyer has it on that wing. Here's a shot. Henderson made a wild stab for spell. Here's another shot. Right in front of score. Henderson has scored for Canada.
Semifinals.
Finally. It's kind of sad. It's like bittersweet.
I don't know if it's finally. I feel like playoffs been great so far.
I think like it's been pretty straightforward with who's gonna win. There's like a couple upsets, but not as much as like previous years. I think.
Yeah, right now all the teams that
Supposed to be winning. This round though, it's like completely different. I think it's kind of flipped.
We could start with the Vegas Golden Knights versus Colorado Avalanche.
Yeah.
2 games have gone by. They're about to play tonight.
Yep.
Sunday. So it's they're leading 2-0, and Makar is still questionable.
Yeah, must-win game tonight.
Must-win game.
I think even last game, they played good, but it's just they didn't capitalize on their chances.
Yeah.
Because like I was watching the game, like Vegas kind of outshot them at the beginning, but
it's not even just capitalize. I just feel like first of all they've been choking out the speed from the neutral zone.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting for McKinnon just to skate by. Like
Well,
Colorado, all the players are just watching.
Mm-hmm.
They're just watching him. Hopefully he does something, pulls out a miracle or something. But on top of that, just that Vegas has been really squeezing them out. They're blocked 16 shots last game.
Yeah, but they're like that.
No, of course. But think about this: every shot that was going through, there was no secondary shoot. There was no secondary shot. They were just completely. It was gone, and they didn't even have. We're talking about Makar not being there. Mark Stone's also not playing for Vegas, and that guy's a great 200-foot hockey player as well. Defensively, he's amazing.
Shutdown guy.
Yeah, shutdown guy, and he's not there. So, yeah, for Colorado, they want to use an excuse of Makar, which, of course, I think Makar is a bigger impact. Colorado's style, the way they play, compared to what Mark Stone does. Mm-hmm. But still, man.
Well, even now, you're like watching the game, and like I feel like Makar is like it's a big piece because he kind of starts the breakout, right? And now, like you're having McKinnon kind of come back behind and start the breakouts now, but I feel like just having Makar there, someone else, and then McKinnon can kind of open too, right?
See, that's one thing I like about Montreal is that, let's just say like with Lane Hudson, if something happened to him, they still have Noah Dobson as number 2 and Matheson as a number 3 option. But when you look at Colorado, yeah, you got Devon Taves and everything, but they're not mobile defensemen. It's like of course nobody's Makar, but they're not really like a number 2 puck moving defenseman. They're more like stay back, a homer two-way defenseman. So it's different. The team completely changes when Makar's not there. So now it's just going to be interesting. I personally think that Colorado should try to roll out 5 forwards on the first power play. Like they got to try something different. They got to try something different. They even like last game, man, Nate just was just dead. Like he was not doing it. A lot of times I just felt like he was just standing around, just waiting for opportunity, just watching, and he wasn't prepared. And I just think that he needs to get dropped off that first line.
I think like last game I was watching him, I noticed Kadri a little bit more. Like I was actually noticing.
Kadri wasn't hitting that much.
No,
he only had one. Like the first game, I think Kadri had like 5 shots. And then last game he had 1 shot. And of course he was generating plays. That third line I think that was the only line that was truly moving from all the lines that they had. But still, it just feels like I think they tried to move Kadri on the first line. I think he played wing for a bit too with McKinnon. But I think personally they should move him up and make Nicholas Waugh play third line center instead of playing second line wing with Nelson. They got to try something.
Even
else
Nelson too. Like I was reading something. They're talking about his faceoff percentage. He's like 40%. I think this series or something like that.
Yeah, he hasn't been that
when
good.
he's in the past, he's been like pretty good. I think like around 60-70%.
Yeah, I think Montreal's the best faceoff team right now.
Yeah,
out of the 4 teams, I think they're like 53% or something.
No, it's not.
So
I was gonna say, do you think like the pressure is really on him now, or like how do you feel about that
with Colorado?
Yeah.
Oh, major. There's a lot of pressure, and you could even tell from last game. Even Valery Nichushkin, I felt like he's a bigger guy. He should be throwing his body around. If he can't, if he's not doing anything with the puck, then at least without the puck, he should be doing like
just crashing that, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, game 3, my question to you is like I predicted with the Carolina one, I was like Nikolai Ehlers, even though he's been scoring, like that third line.
We talked about it like literally 2 hours before.
2 hours before. I'm like, that third line needs to like really
step up, yeah.
Like needs to win a game. And that was a fashionable way that Carolina won. Whatever, we'll go back to that. But for this series, if Colorado needs to win this game 3, which is I think it's a must win. If they lose, I think it's over. But if they win this one, who do you think needs to be contributing the most? Like what line do you think
Honestly, like McKinnon's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, but that line's gonna be shut down. Like you're expecting, like all the eyes are gonna be on him.
Mm-hmm.
It can't. They can't. The Nature's line, the first line can't just keep scoring.
I don't know. Like I honestly, like I think it's got to be that first line.
I think it's Lehkonen. I personally think Lekkonen's been too quiet. Mm-hmm. He performs. He's performed in the past. Vali Nichushkin, same thing. I'm looking at Lehkonen personally.
Do you think
he needs to have a game where he takes over and maybe score a goal or two, 5-on-5 especially.
I don't know. Like the way I see it, I'm like these are big.
Yeah, but they cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Power play. Listen, in the playoffs especially, the first lines always majority of the time cancel each other out. Right? Like your noticing even Montreal series, the Suzuki line has been canceled out 5-on-5. They finally scored game 1. But like 5-on-5, they have not been contributing.
Those game much. 1 who didn't score.
Yeah, who didn't score exactly. So when you're looking at the first line, if your thing is saying McKinnon line needs to get going for them to win, then it's already a lost cause. I personally think that means the game's already over before you began. There has to be some other line that has to do something. Like even the Carolina series, you saw like Robinson, right, on the fourth line. They were contributing. I believe he scored the first goal as well, and I think he was the most impactful player for Carolina. And I think for the Carolina series, for the Vegas series, it has to be the same thing. Like Barbashev showed up, like the first line was awfully
he woke
quiet.
up last series,
awfully quiet. Barbashev, and then this game 2 showed up, scored 2 goals, but 2 goals and an assist, I believe he had. That, and then Jack Eichel also scored as well. And that was maybe the first time you saw the first line offensively impacting the game like that. So I think. For Colorado, I believe it has to be the second line, man.
Well, even for Colorado, too, I feel like it's the first time in the playoffs they kind of face some sort of adversity, right? It feels like the last couple series, they kind of just like cakewalk, right?
I think Minnesota just plays, like they play physical, but I'm guessing is without Makar, man, just everything changed, right? This team doesn't look the same without Makar. The puck doesn't move that quick. They're a much slower team. And the first 2 games, it feels like they've been playing Vegas hockey. Like how Vegas wants to play and dictate the game, the tempo, the style, I think everything is just working Vegas' way. And Colorado needs to figure out a way.
Well, like they've been in every game, right? It's just like the last couple of games, just an empty net goal away, right?
Yeah, but game 2, when they're up 1-0, I'm sitting there with my dad. I'm like, Vegas is gonna win.
It's not enough, yeah.
No, I'm like, if they don't score in the next like 2-3 minutes, Vegas is gonna come back and win this game because you cannot. It felt like they were trying to score, but they weren't high scoring chances. They weren't that close. So you could just tell like the game is going to shift. And once Vegas scores that first goal, then that's it.
It's a big letdown for you too, right? At home, and because you're already down a game and stuff, and then the other team scores, big letdown.
There's a lot of pressure on, if Makar doesn't come, does that psychologically affect the locker room? Like, do they actually think they could win without him?
Who? What do you think about like the series? Do you think like it's like too far gone for Colorado to come back?
No, I don't think so. I think Colorado could always come back. I know it's that President's Trophy curse that you could talk about, but no, I think they could definitely come back. They just need to. Need to insert their dominance right off the bat. Like they can't just keep waiting, and sometimes they try to play too pretty. You just got to get a little dirty. Get in the dirty areas, get in front of the net, cause a little havoc, give Carter Hart a little shove or two, because he's too comfortable in front of that net. The defense is, I think Theodore, wow. I was talking shit about Theodore last series, but Theodore's come clutch. That guy's blocking shots. He's leading from the back end. Yes, maybe on the score sheet, he hasn't been there, but you could definitely see his presence. He's been playing really well. So I just think that they need to get in front of the net. They need to score some couple of dirty goals. They can't keep scoring pretty goals. Not in this series. This series is clearly, we know that this is not going to be a 6-1, 6-2.
No, I think all the games are going to be close.
They're going to be close. They're going to be 1 or 2 goal games.
Oh, so Colorado finally tonight, they come out just firing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they got to do, right?
But then they got to rattle.
I think they need a game like that just to come out, just guns blazing, and then just to get some sort of confidence back going into next game, right?
Colorado was 45-0 when they're leading after the first 2 periods, and then their streak
first
shattered.
one was last game.
Their streak shattered after this round. So streaks, man, none of these records mean anything.
No.
When you start playing stylistically, just Vegas they're playing a chess match. It's every single time. It feels like what's the name? Bednar. Bednor?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the coach's name, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Bednor. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it feels like every single time he tries to make a move, it feels like Tortorella's already ready.
Oh, that's what playoff experience, right?
Yeah. So,
well, even I think Vegas's roster is just like so deep too, man. And same thing with Colorado, like it's so deep too. But you can finally see like all these moves, like even Marner, man. Like that move is finally paying off. He didn't have the regular season that they wanted, but I feel like he's having great playoffs.
But the interesting thing is Vegas is leading every team in high scoring chances. 27 high scoring chances. Out of the high scoring chances, Marner has 5 high scoring chance goals.
He also played quite a bit of games,
has 5 high chance scoring goals, and so has Dorotiev.
Deforiev.
Yeah, Deforiev. Yeah, sorry, I keep ruining his name.
No, it's a hard name.
Deforiev, yeah.
But even still, like
all have 5 goals out of the 29 or 27 high scoring chances. 15 of them, 3 of them have them.
Do you think, I think honestly, like Colorado, if they just manage to win a game or two, the series goes longer?
No, I just think they just need to just win one game right now. I think it will change. It will change everything. I'm not counting them out. I think if there's a team, they could definitely do it. They got enough pieces. The goaltending
hasn't been a problem issue. No.
Yeah,
the goals, like you can't say that. Hey, there were like bad goals on the goalie's part or anything like that. Right?
No, it was just that Eichel goal. It was just perfect shot.
Yeah,
just lined it out perfectly. So,
I don't know what's your prediction.
Well, I mean, originally I still have Colorado and Montreal in the finals.
Okay,
I will not back off from that.
Okay.
In this series, I still do think Colorado could find a chance. They just need to find a different way of. They can't keep thinking that the puck is going to come to them or they're just going to find a chance. They just gotta attack. Maybe take a little bit of chances right off the bat and not wait and wait. I don't know. It's hard, man. Without Makar, I think it's different.
It's crazy.
It's hard to predict it, man.
One player makes that big of a difference, right?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's just a player. It's just the philosophy of the team and how the puck moves. It's so heavily relied on him, and it's not even just a puck moving. It's even the defensive aspect too. He's a really good shutdown defenseman as well. He would be on Marner's ass the entire time.
Yeah,
dude, he would not have no space because he would be just cutting along with him as well. So just not having that. And you're looking at the Montreal series with Lane Hudson and what he's contributing and how he's, of course, last game didn't go their way, but just looking at that, and then you're looking at the Colorado point of view, it's like, you lose a guy like Lane Hudson, the team doesn't move. You need that quarterback, man. It's very important, especially the way the team is built. The way Vegas is built is different. They're not built like that, So they're built more physical. They'll block shots. They'll grind you out. Slow down the game.
It's like old school hockey.
Yeah. And old school hockey works in the playoffs, man. Yeah. It wins you games. So, yeah, I don't know, man. What do you think Tortorella's been doing just to kind of choke out McKinnon? Because McKinnon looks, you could tell like he's very close to doing something, but then he loses the puck or something happens.
Honestly, like if you watch him too, it's like whenever McKinnon has the puck, there's a guy there on McKinnon, and then like not too far away. It's just like there's another guy right there. It's like just put 2 guys on him, or like 2 guys in the area. So if he beats the first guy, the second guy's there to kind of make up for it, right?
Bro, there's some situation where
it's like 3 guys. Yeah.
3 guys.
No, but that's
and then all the Avs players are just watching.
Yeah.
They're just watching for him to do something, and then if he gets them the puck, they're not prepared for it. Yeah. They're like, what the hell just happened? Yeah.
No,
I don't know. I feel like maybe you got to double shift McKinnon, especially now in Vegas, because Vegas has the first they get to counter the lines.
Oh, the lines because they get last change.
Yeah. So maybe you gotta move it around, make him play with Ross Colton because he looked pretty good last game too. Maybe try to have him put him in a grinding, double shift him, put him on that 4th line as well. Try to get him going. I feel like you put some energy guys with him. Maybe,
Well, especially now, right? I think this game is, you can't go down 3-0. Like, you gotta.
Oh, if it's 3-0, it's over.
Yeah.
No. Because what was there's statistics, right? I think the last time a team has come from last time a team's come from a 2-0 in the semifinals was the 1945 Detroit Red Wings. Like, that's a long time
ago, yeah.
A team has come back from a 2-0, so but yeah, this game, man, it's gonna be crazy.
I know. Hopefully,
it's gonna be. It has to be. They have to come up. I don't know, man. Like game 2, you could just tell the game was gonna slip away. Game 1, I felt like they were gonna come back and win it. but it's just time ran out. All right. But yeah, what do you think Tortorella's been doing, man, just to shut him down?
Whenever McKinnon has a puck, two guys.
Yeah, but then there has to be a counter. It clearly leaves somebody open.
Yeah, well, someone's. You know what it is?
Like,
the problem, like you said before, it's like the guys are just waiting there and watching. I think honestly, someone's gotta cut to the net or do something.
It feels like everybody's just kept to the outside.
That's right.
No matter what, even when they try to cut in, two guys come in.
Well, even still, like, you know, if someone cuts the net, you're taking a player with you. It's like someone's got to do something, right? Like, I know it's like easy to say and stuff like that too, but I feel like got to do something. Where
I think Brett Burns was doing. He was just whipping shots.
Yeah.
He didn't even care where it was going. He was just whipping shots
get it on net.
See if it bounces off somebody and goes in.
Yeah, well, I think he brought that from Carolina, right? That's the Carolina philosophy. Just get the puck to the net. Get the puck to the net. Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, man. Even Wedgwood. What do you think do you think you keep him in for game 3?
Honestly, like, I might go Blackwood, because you could always go back to Wedgwood if Blackwood has a bad game today, right? But like, it's like, I don't think it is like it's not the goaltender's fault, right?
No, I know it's not his fault, but do you think
just to change something up?
Change something up? They gotta change something up, man. If they walk in with the same philosophy this game, it's gonna be toast, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because no matter what, you're gonna be up by 1 goal, and Vegas could come back at any moment.
Yeah.
Do you think that if Makar doesn't? My last question to you about the series before we move on: if Makar doesn't come back tonight, do you think that there's a high chance that Vegas sweeps?
I don't think they sweep. No.
Okay, so do you think there's no chance of sweep?
Even if Makar doesn't come back, I still think Colorado has a chance to win the series.
Okay, so what are you predicting now? Because they're up 2-0. Vegas up 2-0.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. Honestly, like, here's the way I see it. I say Colorado wins tonight.
Okay.
They're going to lose the next game, go down 3-1.
Okay.
And then they'll win the next 3 from there.
Oh, so you think it's going to be 3-1.
Yeah.
This is wild. So 3-1.
3-1.
Vegas gets comfortable.
Yep.
And they think, like, here's the finals.
Here's what I'm thinking, right? Because I'm like, okay, you win tonight, you get 1 game back, right?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be hard winning 2 in Vegas, right? But if they do that, hey, good for them. But I think, like, that game,
you win 1.
Then you're coming back home. You win 1, then you just have to win 1 on the road, come back home, and you win at home.
So you're saying 3-1, next 3 games, the Avalanche somehow, Makar's back or something works out, and then they're gone. They're going to win.
You know what it is too? I feel like this is where Colorado kind of has like a little bit of advantage too, because Vegas last 2 series, they went pretty deep. What, the last one was 6 games. The one before that was 7, right?
Yeah, but it didn't feel like it was physically,
but still it takes a toll, right? Yeah. Especially like because they haven't had any rest. I think Colorado, you're playing at altitude too. I know I always say this.
You always say altitude. Bro, if I have a snippet of you just saying altitude,
it makes a difference. I was going to say they're going to Vegas tonight and they're playing closer to sea level.
So what happened to altitude with Vegas coming over
I don't know.
2 games?
They're just riding on a high because Tortorella, I don't know what he's doing.
Or maybe just smoking some weed in Colorado?
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's legal there, right?
Yeah, it's legal.
No. But honestly, like, I honestly, like, I could see that happening. They go down 3-1 and then they just come back.
I could definitely see Colorado just winning the next 2 and tying the series up.
Tying the series?
Yeah.
I think for sure they have to win tonight.
The way Vegas is playing, it just seems like they're playing like how they were playing a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's
back
in form. Hurdle's starting to play decent too now. Like you're seeing, actually, even if he can't score, he's getting in front of the net, trying to, try to get like a dirty goal or
honestly,
two.
like,
you know who's been a really good pickup for them? I love this guy, like from Washington, Nick Dowd.
Okay, yeah,
on the
he's
fourth
been
line.
scoring clutch goals,
man.
man.
Man, he on the PK. This guy's blocking shots. He's scoring. He's contributing.
Yep.
He's doing everything. This guy's been up everybody's ass. I love this guy, man.
You know,
I hope he goes back to Washington, because I think he is a fan favorite too. But I love watching him.
I think my biggest player for Vegas, like everyone's gonna say Marner, he's like the biggest player. But honestly, I want to say Carter Hart.
Carter has been great, man.
I was gonna say this entire playoffs, like, you know, he like it's not a pretty pick for, like, let's say they make it to the finals and stuff for like Smythe, if they end up winning it all. But like, honestly, Carter Hart, like,
he's been solid,
especially coming back from what he had to go through and stuff like that. You know, like, he's been out of hockey for so long. Like,
Canada just scored.
Yeah, we're watching the Canada game in the background.
Canada Slovakia,
the super team.
Yeah.
When I saw the roster that they brought, I was like,
holy smokes! Tavares just scored.
Is he an assistant or?
Yeah, assistant. Yeah.
He's assistant.
Yeah.
I feel bad, man. He's never got to captain a Team Canada team.
Dude, I honestly, if you're playing for your country, I don't think it really matters what letter you wear.
Yeah, it matters.
You're just the fact that he's just scored a crazy goal.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Whew.
Johnny T.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Oh, nice goal. Nice pass, too.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, jeez. I don't know, but yeah, back to thing. I think Vegas's best player has honestly been Carter Hart.
Yeah.
Especially, like, he's been consistent.
No, they've been... It's the same thing where we're talking about, like, you need a new hero every game. I think Carter Hart, especially after the first series with Utah, and John Tortorella just saying that I'm not going to stick with him, and then let him go through the pains and everything, and he's figured it out now. I think the defense is trusting him. He's trusting his defense. The communication
and
is
honestly,
key.
they've made it really easy for him, too, because they're blocking all these shots. They're keeping the team, especially with Colorado, they're keeping him to the outside.
What did I say? 16 block shots, right?
Yeah.
Last game?
Yeah.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
Well, what else do you need from your defense? So, yeah, for me, I like Nick Dowd. I just think as a fourth liner, I feel like he's trustworthy on the team. Like, he definitely, you win a cup with a guy like that.
Is it 3-1 now?
I believe so.
Jeez.
Yeah, 3-1. Sick. All right, you want to move on? Oh, you know what? Actually, before we move on to the Eastern Conference, we could talk about the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant?
Arsenal.
Finally won?
Finally won. I know. We're like wondering why the hell I'm wearing this. Yeah, Arsenal fan. All my cousins, everybody, they're partying right now. This party is going to go on. It's going to go on all week. The parade's happening next
all year.
Next
now they
Monday.
have bragging. Well, actually, the bigger thing I think is this weekend. They could do the double, right?
The next weekend, Sunday.
Next weekend, yeah.
Yeah. So PSG, Champions League. That's gonna be a hard battle, but
I think so too.
Win it, man, it'll be amazing.
You know, Arsenal, I think they have the best defense in all of Europe. Like statistic, I think goals against in all of Europe. I think they have the best defense. Oh, I don't know.
I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna overly start gloating and people are like, oh, he's a typical Arsenal fan. So I'm just gonna keep it. I'll keep it quiet with it.
That's where their strength is, right? I think it's just like from the back out, like they're built really well, right?
Yeah.
Like Timbers had a good year, and then I think Saliba
probably had so much bad luck, man, over the years.
Well, you know what it is? It's like this year you didn't collapse. Usually, like around Christmas, right around Christmas break.
Yeah.
They don't really have Christmas break, but right around Christmas when after the first transfer window, it's just they collapse.
Yeah, usually we have had bad luck going our way, but this year it felt like, the West Ham game especially, it's supposed to be a tie, but then there was a disallowed goal, and then things turned around and we won.
No,
that kind of game, if it was last year or the year before, we would have lost that game.
No, 100%. It's like you guys find ways to lose, like to like a Swansea or like a Brentford or something like that, right?
Exactly.
And this year is like the results went your guys' way. So
yeah. So anyways, good.
I'm glad someone else finally won.
I was this close of booking my flight
to go watch the game.
No, just to fly to London for the parade.
Oh no,
I was this close, but I can't do it, man. I gotta go to work.
The North London is red again.
Oh yeah, my brother's there and everything. They're all gonna be partying, so.
No, it's good for them.
Yeah. So anyways, we can move on from that. Let's move on to the Eastern Conference. Montreal Canadiens versus the Carolina Hurricanes. They played last night. Nikolai Ehlers with 2 goals. I was talking shit about him to you. I was like,
it was literally 2 hours before the game.
He's scoring goals.
Yeah.
Like the first 4 games, he didn't do anything in the playoffs, and then he's been scoring goals. But I felt like that third line they have to find like at least one
just
game.
Win a game
because that Logan Stankoven line's been doing really well. The first line has been here and there. They've been playing well, but I don't feel like they've truly been tested yet, because I think the first 2 series were just easy. But they're gonna need a big game too. But I think that Nikolai Ehlers line now finally, Nikolai Ehlers did something great. He was present the entire game.
You know, one thing that's really I love too about like playoffs is like both crowds are like really really into the game. You know what I mean? Like everyone's saying like Montreal's such a great, but Carolina crowd last night was nuts.
But have you noticed like the first game was such open Montreal style hockey?
Yeah.
And then the second game, we all knew this. We talked about it. I'm like, no, this. They're gonna make it so tight. They're gonna suffocate the Montreal Canadiens. They're gonna have to force to just take a shot instead of taking a shot that they want, which happened because after the second period, Montreal only had 4 shots.
Well, even that's what we were talking about yesterday too when I was telling you. But I think honestly, like I think that first game, I think it was just Carolina sat for too long. Because I think Montreal just started their series with Buffalo when Carolina already finished theirs.
Yeah, you're talking about the speed for Carolina. Like, sorry, they were off for so long. I don't think it was just the being off for so long. I just think stylistically, the ways that the teams that they played, you play Philadelphia and Ottawa, and playing against Montreal is just a different pace.
No.
So even if it was a shorter, like if they only sat for like a couple of days, I feel like just getting to that pace would have still taken a game for adjustment.
Well, even
you notice after like the first 2 periods, they were like what the hell do we do? The third period, they completely adjusted. But by then, it was already too late.
Yeah, it was too late.
All
that first game, when they went down by 4 goals,
Yeah.
I think, it kind of set the tone for the game.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, I think this is going to be a lot closer series. And you know what the problem was, too? Like, you're mentioning the first 2 teams that they played, they're a bit more physical. They kind of played similar style, right?
Yeah.
And now I feel like they're playing a team that kind of plays similarly to how they play. Right?
Yeah,
a little bit
Montreal,
more quicker.
I think Montreal is still... Oh, another goal.
The floodgates open.
Canada just scored again. All right. Looks like it's going to be a runaway train. Who scored? O'Reilly? Yeah.
Yeah, it was O'Reilly.
Ryan O'Reilly scored. Nice. Oh man, what the hell was I saying?
You're talking about we're talking about styles and them being the
No,
same.
I think I don't think Montreal and Carolina play very similar styles.
I think they're in terms of like speed and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
I think they're like
but Montreal tends to take more chances.
Oh yeah, we're
from the back end when they're going on the forecheck.
Where Carolina's a bit more structured.
Yeah.
But that's what I think Carolina has done so well this playoffs is they play so structured, so there's not any openings for the other team to kind of exploit.
Yeah, you
right?
noticed the last game was so boring.
Yeah,
compared to game like I'm not even talking about the scoring, just the way the game was moving. It wasn't fluid. Like the game one, you could clearly tell it was Carolina. They were just suffocating them, and Montreal just
still made it a game.
Yeah, but Montreal kept looking for that perfect shot. It's like it wasn't gonna get to you. I think after the end of the first period, there should have been some adjustments where you're not gonna get the same results from game one. So they should have just, tried to just take any wild shots, even from the side. Just try to get to Frederik Andersen. You know that you already rattled in game one, so just try to get some kind of little lucky goal or something. Just take a shot from the side, try to hit his helmet or something. But I felt like they just kept waiting for a perfect opening from the point.
I feel like that's how hockey's kind of going.
And
now.
It's been annoying. I was talking about it yesterday. I was like a huge rant going. I was like, you had Jack Drury, made 2 blocks. Right, like he was by the point, he blocked 2 shots, stick broke, I think he skated off. But if a player is going to block your shot, just rip right through him. Like, hurt the guy with the shot.
Don't hurt him.
No. Don't hurt him, please. Don't hurt him. It's just like, no, but like if he wants to get in the way, take a shot or 2. The third time he may hesitate. He may be like, should I block this shot? Maybe I wouldn't.
Sometimes
that's how they're going to get banged up. This is a physical battle too. Just you can't keep.
That's the game behind the game.
Yeah, but you can't just keep edge work and trying to find the perfect angle to take this perfect shot. You're not gonna get it all the time.
But even you notice it now too. Like the slap shot, it's starting.
It's non-existent anymore. Yeah, non-existent. And you're talking about analytics. You're like,
I think that's what ruined it.
Is telling us that if you have this kind of opening, then you have a higher chance of scoring. But the analytics will never tell you, hey, by the way, if you take 2 of these shots, if this guy goes down in front of you, honestly, how does the probability change if that guy
I think
is
it's
50%?
I think honestly it's the slap shots, like the accuracy factor. Like, how many times you hit a slap shot or something like that from the point and it goes wide, whereas you can get the same desired effect from a wrist shot.
Maybe ask a guy like Shea Weber.
Yeah.
Or
Chad Kilger.
Al McInnes asked these guys.
Yeah.
Let's see who wants to get in front of their shots. And Zdeno Chara was a very good example of that Boston Bruins Cup.
100 plus.
Yeah. That guy, nobody wants to get in front of that shot. So I'm not saying everybody is that guy. Oh, another goal from Canada. Oh, Celebrini scored.
Captain Canada.
Yeah, Captain Canada. But yeah, like it's just, I think you still need a guy like that. I know they're getting away from it.
Even like watching power plays now, it's kind of a similar thing where you notice it.
It's too pretty.
And I feel like power plays, like so much time is wasted just trying to move the puck. Like sure, you're waiting for an opening and stuff like that, but just what happened to like just shooting it and crashing the net?
Yeah.
Like it's like that's just gone.
It's just like you have to keep waiting and waiting and
Unless
waiting.
you're
And
like
then
Vegas.
sometimes, and you notice the Colorado series too, same thing. They kept waiting and waiting, and then they have no shots.
No,
the entire 2 minutes go by, no shots.
No shots. No chances. And like I think the thing is too, like all these teams, all they're doing is they're just collapsing in front of the net, trying to take away that space in the middle, and like you're getting nothing.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You rip a shot or 2.
Yeah.
Something just
get it to the net.
Just put more power to it.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be accurate. Just put more power. Just make sure it doesn't go around. As long as it doesn't go around, just try to whip it. Just try to hit somebody, and bounce off somebody, or somebody will go down.
No, well, I think it's just honestly, I think it's analytics.
It's a 7-game series. You gotta wear them out too.
Yeah, I think it's just analytics, man. Honestly, I think that's the way the game's going. It's
I think analytics will never tell you how hurt somebody is in front of that net. If somebody's blocking a shot,
is there a
metric?
metric? Is there a metric?
Is there a metric for that?
Injured?
I'll be very curious for the metric for that.
Shots injured?
Like, how many shots does it take for somebody just to go down and be like, I don't want to block a shot?
That's it?
That's it. What, like five blocks?
I don't know.
I think Carrier did that last game. I think Carrier blocked like 5 shots for Montreal.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it is an art as well to block shots. You got to know how to block shots. But still, I think you're seeing the Hurricanes do it. You're seeing Vegas do it. They're blocking shots. But then if Montreal and Colorado wants to be, if they want to get through to those block shots, they got to start putting more power into it instead of accuracy. Just whip it. That's my thing. Just whip it.
I don't know. I just think it's more boring to watch.
Yeah, no, it is. Just what when they're
moving
just
around, passing around. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yo, just shoot it. They're trying to get too fancy with it and holding it for too long. When you know what I mean, just shoot it. And like so many times, like this playoffs, did you see that weird goal that like Karam like just do something with the puck and it just.
What did you think about that spearing? End of the second period.
Where things speared him, right?
It was only a 2-minute.
Yeah.
The spearing is not 2 minutes.
No, it's supposed to be 4.
It's a game misconduct. Pretty much.
Yeah.
It could be a game misconduct. So it was nothing. It was a surprise. Sorry.
What would they call it? Did they call it just like unsportsmanlike? What they call it? Roughing?
No. I think they called it spearing. It was 2 minutes.
Oh.
I think so. I'm not sure. Or slash maybe.
Maybe it was
I don't remember because it was end of the period. And Brindamore is just doing this. He's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, it's clearly that guy should be out of here, but he got away with it.
I think the refs are a bit. One thing I did notice too this playoffs is I feel like a lot of penalties are being called. We talked about it yesterday too. A lot more penalties, a lot more power plays. I think
for me, it's like okay, the slashes here and there.
But even some of these slashes, it's like that's it.
I'm more concerned with the embellishment.
Yeah, because
it's the embellishments that are pissing me off. Because you're seeing the stick just fly, and it's oh man, who was it? I don't remember now. It barely hit the guy's neck, grazed it barely, and the guy fell down like he got shot. Like he got shot by a cannon. He just went down.
Coming from an Arsenal fan,
by a cannon. Got shot by a cannon.
No, I was gonna say Arsenal fan because like the soccer is coming through, right?
Yeah.
Where are these guys are seeing it, and they're just like.
Yeah, me and my dad were talking about it. I'm like, man, are hockey players getting soft now doing this stuff? Like, they're not getting soft. It's just that the rules are allowing them to do this.
Well, you know what it is.
So they're exploiting it.
They're exploiting it, yeah. They're just trying to get any advantage they can.
And there has been embellishments, but then they send the other
guy off,
in the
so
box,
it's
which makes
even.
no sense.
Yeah.
If it's an embellishment, then it should
the other team should get the power play, yeah.
Because if you do that a couple of times, then players won't embellish as much.
No.
Right now, they're actually getting encouraged to embellish. Which is, I think, is bad for the game overall.
How many times did you see like they do a high stick and the guy gets hit in like the chest and he'll just be grabbing his
face? Yeah, it goes. His head always just flicks back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty bad. Like basketball is pretty bad. Now this is starting to get like just as bad.
Yeah, but I think that's just they're just trying to get rid of all the physicality. So what else is next?
Even in like football, you see like pass interference. Right? Like a guy will hold a guy like this just a little bit, and then you're taught like now, like the second you feel that contact, just go down because it's an advantage, right? Yeah. And so like I feel like they kind of need to start policing that a little bit more.
You got to police it now before
it gets too bad,
way out of hand. Because 100%. In a couple of years, embellishments can be all over the place, and then eventually it's just going to be normal. People are going to expect it. Then you're teaching the minor league hockey, all the hockey players. They're going to trickle down to the kids. You're going
to go do classes for embellishment.
Yeah.
You're going to go to acting classes.
I think it was a women's soccer team. I think it was the Brazilian team. They were actually taking classes and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. I think I heard about it. I think the Team Canada women, they were talking about it.
Oh, okay.
There's like classes and stuff, which is really weird.
Maybe just a joke.
No, I think it's real. I think it's real. You got to know how to. Yeah, I've heard it. When you take a foul, like you have to learn how to fall in a certain way
to get the call.
Yeah, I guess
fall to get the call.
Yeah. So okay, all right. We're going back to hockey. Game 3. All right. So game 3 is happening in the Bell Center. It's gonna be rocking.
It's gonna be loud.
Who do you? Okay. So if Montreal wants to win this game, who do you think is gonna be the guy? Who do you think has to take the biggest step? Like who actually do you think like Josh Anderson last game?
Yep.
Right.
He's been solid all play. But you know what it is?
Honestly, I'll tell you one thing. I've been putting bets. I like to put a couple of dollar bets.
Yeah.
the most amount of bets I've been putting on an individual in this entire playoffs is being Anderson. Josh Anderson with shots, hits. It could be hits. It could be goals.
He's been when you see, you know, it's crazy when you see like a playoff player.
Yeah.
So for some reason, Anderson.
I love the way he plays.
He's just big. He's just there.
But anyway, so he was that guy. Nikolai Ehlers for the Hurricanes was that guy. Who do you think has to be the guy for Montreal?
I think it's going to be someone on the first line. Slav's gone kind of quiet.
Slav has not been quiet.
Slav. Caulfield.
Dude, the first line they had multiple points in the
first
game.
The first game was kind of like a blowout, but like I kind of like that game, like everyone was scoring.
You keep relying on the first line, bro. You can't.
I don't know. But the reason I'm saying like the first line is these are your guys that you're paying money. Like they need to show up, right?
Yeah, but playoffs doesn't work that way.
I don't know, man. I still think
you could only in the playoffs. Your third and fourth line has to win it for you.
Mm-hmm.
The first two lines always cancel each other out. What do you think Sebastian Aho's doing? You think he's winning Sebastian Aho is a really good shutdown guy, and you got Svechnikov next to him.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think they're doing? Well, if they're not on Suzuki's line, then you got Jordan Stahl's line shutting them down. So, yeah, you're paying them a lot of money, but it's hard getting away from them. Yeah, now they're in the Bell Center. Now they have a chance of getting away. And that's where I think Suzuki is definitely going to have a big game. And I'm hoping he does, but the guy I think the most amount of pressure should be on him, but I guess you won't because he's a rookie. But I think it has to be Demidov.
He had a good last series.
Yeah, I know he was, but I think like what Nikolai Ehlers did last game, like Demidov needs to have that game.
Well, even his shots, he's been getting shots, but for some reason it feels like he's just shooting it right into the chest, right?
No, but like even last game too, I think he was making this like he had a shot, he had a perfect chance, but instead he was looking for a better opening, so he did this spinorama pass, and then it kind of bounced off, and then went on a transition out. You can't do that. Not in the playoffs. If you got a chance, you take the shot. Maybe try to shoot low on the pads. Get the rebound going the other way, and then you could just tap it in.
Nothing wrong with shooting, man.
Yeah, your shooter's got to shoot, man.
Yeah.
So I think Demidov needs a big wake up game. Maybe not even just one goal. Like maybe that line needs to have like a couple of points, like 3-4 points, just to kind of wake it up, and the second line needs to just get going. So for Montreal, I think that's what they need. They need to go because the New Hook line, I know New Hook's playing on the second line. I believe it's New Hook, Kapanen, and Demidov. New Hook had that game-winning goal, but I think Demidov needs to do something. The third line's being solid.
The Anderson line.
The Anderson line's the fourth line.
Yep.
The third line is the Kirby Dock line.
Yep.
So I know Suzuki. I believe Suzuki is gonna have a big night.
I would say what a comeback for Doc too, man. After him getting braided in like the first series,
yeah,
it's like that he just needed that to kind of. Maybe you just need to get off Twitter, man.
Yeah.
That's all these athletes need to just stay off.
And I personally think for the Hurricanes, I want to go back to the well with Taylor Hall. That second line's been awfully quiet.
Yeah.
Again, after that last series, they had a great series.
I think it's just
everything's opened up. But I think now Taylor Hall's. I've been seeing Jackson Blake move around and Logan Stankoven, but I feel like Taylor Hall's been a little quiet, just shooting wise and creating opportunities. So I think he's due. I'll put Taylor Hall as a guy who needs to win it.
I think I said it the first series they played against Ottawa, he was their best player.
Yeah.
So I think even the second series, like he was then, because the second series it was Stankoven that caught fire.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And he's like, now this series you're kind of seeing like right now it looks like Ehlers, right?
Yeah.
So
So I just think that this game, I know Jarvis is awfully like he hasn't really been that guy, but I think it's just a matchup too. Just the way that they're playing, but the second line, I think they need to score.
Honestly, I think if they go to Montreal and they play like how they played last game, it's going to be really hard getting the crowd into it as well.
But I think it's hard just doing the same thing, replicating it it's similar because now you're not getting the changes, line matchups. It's going the other way around.
But you can kind of argue too, like you see, like they started off slow, but like you said, the third period. By the time the third period came down, Montreal it's like then again too, you're up, you're not really trying to pour it on them.
They sat back.
Yeah.
Montreal's sitting back too as well.
Yeah.
But I think Suzuki's, he has an amazing record at home. I completely forgot what he has, but he was on a tear. He has a point streak going on, I believe, at home. So I would see that would extend.
I heard something in the off season, or not in the off season. Like I was driving to work and I heard something on the radio about how the Montreal management, they want to move some of these players out, and it was actually Suzuki that told them, no, I want to to play with these guys. Don't move them off or something like that.
Who?
I think it was like just a couple guys. Like they were thinking about maybe moving some of their younger players and trying to bring in some veterans or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was Suzuki that said no. Like
I personally think from all 4 of the teams that are in the playoffs right now, just the way that they're built, I think Montreal, they're built so perfectly, man.
I was gonna go the other way. I was gonna say Carolina. I think Carolina, like it's
you have Danault on the 4th line. Danault has no business being on the 4th line. And like that guy does everything. He's been contributing. He's scoring goals now. He's shutting people down. You got Anderson there too. You got Gallagher as a healthy scratch. Like how deep can you be? You know? I don't know. I think with Carolina, stylistically, how they play makes up for maybe the lack of bottom 6 speed. I would say.
Honestly, even their defense, man, like they're so deep in defense.
Yeah, they're deep.
Too.
Oh, hands down, they're deep. I just like Montreal's youth.
They
got a lot going for them, and some majority of the guys, they haven't even hit their full potential yet. That's the scary part about
Carolina is pretty young too, man. A lot of people like you got Blake, even Nikishin.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the top 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're pretty young. Yeah, Aho's not even that old yet either. I don't even think Aho's 30 yet.
Yeah, but no, that's for hockey terms. That's you're
getting up there.
You're not old.
No, but you're like in your prime, right?
Yeah, you're in your prime.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, for Montreal, there's not as many guys who have actually physically hit their primes yet. That's the scary part.
Well,
right?
you never know, right?
They're gonna have multiple years.
It's so crazy, like how lucky they are, because it's not like they hit on one or two guys.
Lucky, man.
I don't know, man. They hit on everyone.
I know there's luck involved with drafting, but you got to have a really good team.
They hit on everyone, man, and they hit on.
And they got some crazy kids coming up.
And they hit on their goaltending too, which is nuts.
Yeah. So, yeah, Dobish.
Like nobody was talking about Dobish, and like all of a sudden, like he's like they've probably been their best player.
I think he's been pulling out that Halak card, man. Yeah, that's what he's reminding me of right now. While Halak went on that run, he's doing that. But he's still young too. They haven't even used Fowler. It's interesting, but yeah. So I personally think it's going to be like Demidov needs to show up, and then Taylor Hall's line has to show. So both second lines, I think, are the ones who have to. They're the ones who have to do something.
Cancel each other out.
Yeah. So you have the first line for Montreal. You have Caulfield.
I had Caulfield. I don't know.
Who do you have for
even Suzuki? Like you were mentioning it too. Like he's been like quiet a little bit.
Assist wise, yes. I think goals.
He hasn't had that like playoff moment. Like
he hasn't had that moment. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like the moments, right? So
yeah. For Carolina, I want to see like their defensemen contribute a bit more. Like Slavin's been kind of quiet. Like I know it's harder.
They're not going to be putting up points.
I think Nikishin,
like Chatfield's been great too.
Yeah. He's been solid, man.
Yeah, but you're not going to get a lot of scoring from the back.
I think he's kind of like a pest, man. Chatfield.
Yeah.
I want to see. Yeah,
I like him.
I want to see Taylor Hall kind of wake up too. But honestly, like, even Svechnikov.
Svechnikov's been throwing his body around, but I do agree. I think game 1 he made a couple of questionable moves that costed them a goal, a goal or two. So. But the second game he played much better. Defensively, he was playing better. He throwing a lot of hits. Because I think it was game 1 where he threw the cross check and then the puck went between his legs. I believe Caulfield scored that goal. That was easily could have been stopped. But he's a good player. He's very physical. But yeah, he has a wicked shot.
Svechnikov?
He does not use
it.
You
have to with that name.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you have in the series overall?
Honestly, I think Carolina. I think they needed this game, especially now they're kind of in the series. I think they sat for too long. Honestly, I think Carolina in 6, man.
You said I still have Montreal in 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I had them before in 7. I still have them in 7. I think if especially now playing at home. I don't think.
Well, they took home ice away now, right?
Here's my hot take. I don't think Carolina's going to win a single game.
I don't think so.
Montreal.
I don't think so.
You think they're going to win 1 or 2?
I think they'll win like at least 1. They need to win 1, just take home. Well, actually, they need to win 2 if it's going to go finish in 6. I think they do it, man.
So are you saying that Carolina's going to win both games?
Not both. I think they'll win 1 of the 2 just to even it, and then they'll win maybe game 6 in Montreal.
So hold on. So they're 1-1 series.
Yeah. So now they have 2.
So you're saying
they'll win 1 of the 2.
Okay.
Then they'll come back to Carolina.
Then they'll win both games.
They'll win that, and then
they'll win the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying they'll win the next 3 out of the 4 games.
3 out of 4. Well,
okay.
Yeah.
No, I think Montreal's gonna win.
I don't know.
Next 2 games, and it's gonna be 3-1.
Because
I think Carolina's gonna come back win 2, and it's gonna go to game 7.
A lot of people don't give Brindamore a lot of credit. Honestly,
I just think his style is a little boring. That's the reason
it's boring,
why.
but it's so effective. Man.
It is, but then he holds the potential.
Like the freedom.
Yeah, the freedom too. And I think when this team is gonna get to that situation where they're gonna be down by multiple goals.
But see,
then I don't know
what they're gonna do.
It's too hard for them to come back.
The thing is too, it's
I know they're a good comeback team. But
well, not even that, right? It's like
questionable.
The thing is, because they play so structured, they're never in that situation where they're like down. You know what I mean?
I mean, they were all down with game 1.
Yeah, but that's because I think they just sat, man. Yeah. I think that's what it was. Like I said, man.
I just think
I think like by the time that Buffalo series started, I think Carolina already swept Philly, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but the Philly team and that Buffalo team, night and day.
No, I get that too.
Night and day. Because right now the road that Montreal has been taking, the teams that they had to play against, like,
hey, but you know,
impressive, man. They're on the most impressive run right now.
I was gonna say, could have worn down. We're down on them too. Right?
I don't think they're worn down at all.
Yeah.
I think that they're the youngest team. They don't look worn out at all. The team does not look banged up. Who are you noticing that's slowing down?
I don't know. I think it's still like early in the series, right? But honestly, especially you riding that high after game 1, like I want to see Carolina. Like now they kind of adapted. I think they kind of woke up a little bit. I'm really curious to see how they're gonna perform in the next couple games when really Carolina's gonna make it so tough to get those chances they got in game 1.
I think Montreal has played more. I think they played 2 teams that gave them challenges.
Mm-hmm.
In the Tampa Bay Lightning and Buffalo Sabres, 2 completely different challenges. And now Carolina's going to give them a different challenge than those 2 teams didn't give. And I think Montreal's going to figure out a way. I honestly, Martin St. Louis, in the beginning of the year, I was saying, that was my hot take, was Martin St. Louis is going to win the Coach of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I had him. And honestly, he's been super impressive, and I think he's going to find a way. I think this game, they're going to be awesome. I know that it's the statistics stack up against me, what I'm saying. And most because Carolina is a heavy favorite team, the way they play, it's made to choke out a team like Montreal who takes a lot of high chances.
Yeah,
but I think they're just a team that could just run away with the game very quick, and it's hard to catch a team like that. They're just too fast. All 4 lines, defensively too. They could all move the puck, so it's difficult when you're finding, especially on a goalie who's literally the hottest goalie.
I was gonna say too, like Carolina, they take a lot of shots. I think you're gonna like Dobish. I think he's gonna get tired, man.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Because like last couple of series, like there's a big difference between facing
defense is too deep.
28 shots versus like 40 something.
But
right?
This is not Philadelphia.
Yeah.
This is like the Montreal has really good defense, man. Their defense going top to bottom. You got Carrier, you got Gouli. He gets blocked shots, man. Gouli's been playing awesome too. I know last game didn't go their way, so there's not much you could take out of it. But I think overall, defensively, they've been playing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to offensively just figure it out. Sometimes they gotta settle for a shot and then try to get dirty, for sure. And Dobish gotta stop taking those dumb penalties. What he did last game, where he's holding onto the player and took an interference penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Just stick to your game.
Especially
Just focus on yourself.
Really
man.
good on the special teams, both ways.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. What I mean? Agreed. Last thing I wanted to talk about right now, Hamilton Hammers. So
that's what they're changing the name to.
They changed it to Hammers. They just announced it yesterday. It's like just literally 2 hammers. It looks like
cool.
It looks like the
West Ham logo. That's what I was just gonna say.
West Ham United logo. That's literally what it looks like. I saw it. I'm like, wait, what the hell's going on? But yeah. So anyway, they're gonna be playing at the TD Coliseum now. So Bridgeport's gone. They're moving their team over. They got a couple of prospects. Easelman's one, and then you got Victor Eklund.
Oh yeah, Eklund. Yeah, they traded. He was the guy that came across in the trade, right, for
the Noah Dobson trade.
Noah Dobson, yeah.
Yeah. So you got the Hammers now sharing with the PWHL Hamilton's team, and they're sharing with Toronto Rock 17,000 people seat arena.
Just almost as big.
Yeah, they got the new acoustics and everything.
Yeah, well, I think that's what they were trying to build. They're building for concert venues and stuff, right?
So I mean, I think you know the history of Hamilton with AHL teams because
no one stays.
They had the Canucks there back in the mid 90s. They had it for like 2 or 3 years with the Canucks. They left.
Then they had Montreal, right?
No, then it was the Edmonton Oilers who came in 96 till 2002. That was the Hamilton Bulldogs.
Yeah,
their affiliation. Then they moved out. And then it was Montreal all the way to 2015. Then they won the Calder in 2002 or 2003. It's the only time. So it's been like, it was like 19 years.
Then they went to Laval, right?
And then they lost their team. So now it's because they have a new arena. And of course, you already know with Hamilton, how the city's growing and everything. So they're trying to, make it an economic hub. Bridgeport, on the other hand, barely I think they have the lowest attendance in the AHL.
Okay, wow.
It's like barely 3,500 people.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sounds awfully quiet. So I think acoustics have to do with it too. So just looking at this, I don't know. I personally think what they're going to do is they're going to put those curtains in the back. So they're going to make all the fans sit in the front, sit them in for certain seats. Because I doubt for an AHL game, they're going to be packed 16. Out. 17,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
Well, it depends, I think, how expensive tickets are. If they're charging an arm and a leg, I feel like, it'll be kind of harder to get people.
I mean, what? Marlies, how much is Marlies tickets?
I want to say they're like pretty expensive. I want to say like $40.
Yeah, $30-$40, right?
Yeah.
I mean, for Toronto, it's not bad. So, I mean, most likely you're paying OHL prices, $25-$30. That's not bad for a night.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're paying, drinks and food and stuff.
That's where they gouge you.
That's where they gouge you, of course.
Uh-huh.
And you're walking out maybe paying like $70-$80.
Well, it's maybe even more than that. It's like you go spend a $30 ticket. You're like, oh, I got a flipping steal of a deal.
Yeah.
And then you're walking out and spend like $100 in beers, and you only had like 4 of them.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I just think, because typically, like for the Islanders, teams usually move their affiliation closer to home.
Mm-hmm.
But now they moved from Bridgeport and they moved it all the way to
Bridgeport's
Hamilton.
in Connecticut, right?
Yeah. It's not far.
Yeah.
But they're not getting any buzz
Same
there
country,
at all. It's not
at
working
least.
out. Yeah, but now it's about what?
No, I think the more attractive thing was
2.5 hours. I know it's attractive, but now recalling players and stuff, because a lot of the teams, because even Lavelle and everything, all the philosophies for all the NHL teams was move your AHL affiliation closer to home. So if you need to move your roster around, you could do it very quick.
Well, even still, I think you can do it quick as long as they find out the morning of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
because New York's only an hour away, right?
So the commuting wise, basically just crossing over to Niagara Falls and then taking the flight. I think it's like overall it's gonna be like 2 hours.
It isn't that bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, but just moving your team further away, it's like the Islanders are doing this. It seems like one of the very few teams are doing this. Do you just think this completely just money related?
Or 100%. Well, keep in mind too, it's like the ownership. I wonder if the actual owners of...
They have a mutual agreement.
Is it a mutual agreement?
Yes.
So they're contracted, but the owners are actually... The ownership group's separate, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yeah, so 100%, that's what it probably had to do with
they're
it,
definitely going to make more money in Hamilton. That's for sure.
You got to move hockey markets to where people are going to watch hockey,
How do you think the attendance is going to work? Because now you have the Bulldogs, right, in Brantford. So you got the OHL. You got to fight with the OHL community, because they have their own fan base. And then you got, of course, you got a lot of Montreal Canadiens and Toronto Maple Leaf fans in Hamilton and outside the GTA.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think they got to do to attract?
Well, even
attraction?
like here's the way I was thinking. Like you mentioned the Rock earlier, right?
Yeah.
The Rock, they've played at ACC forever. ACC, Scotiabank, right?
Yeah.
They played there when it was ACC, and then like you saw what they did. They moved out of Toronto, and I think they've honestly found a home in Hamilton. And from what I'm hearing, like they do a decent job selling seats and tickets. Right? And do you know they actually won the championship this year for box lacrosse?
No idea, man.
Yeah.
No idea. Yeah.
So like just something like that. I think there's nothing really like that in that area. And sure, like, you're I think it's gonna, like, it depends if they can kind of, because I think as long as you win, I think it'll sell seats.
I think they got to do a lot of community work too. Personally, they got to get their presence. Like, they have to bring their presence.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, because my biggest fear is like everyone's gonna want to go because brand new stadium, like brand new team, like you have all that hype around it, and then like maybe a couple of years down the road, that's when I kind of want to see what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, because usually when you got to test, it's like the 5-year mark.
Yeah, and same thing like with that Brantford team, like sure, like we're talking about like the OHL team now, like they've always lost their OHL team too, right? Like they've moved like around quite a bit. With Hamilton's OHL team, and now like they've kind of found a home, right?
These OHL teams don't do great in big cities.
But Hamilton, would you really consider it like a big city?
Yeah, Hamilton's a big city.
I would say it's a big city, but it's not like
it's big compared to. You could consider more of a city than a town.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to say Orangeville is kind of like a mid. It's a city,
I would
but
say it's a town.
Yeah, but it's like what 35,000 people.
That's a town.
Yeah, sure. This is a pretty big town.
That's like, you want to say that? Owen sounds like around 30,000 people, I think so.
Yeah. Those kind of places work.
Yeah.
Right? But when you go to a city like Hamilton, where you're sitting at what 700,000-800,000 people,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty big. It's not a small city.
They got fill seats, man.
No, I think they will. They're gonna put those curtains in the back.
Well, I think that's what's gonna be.
Most likely, they'll be drawing right off the bat. Would be like maybe 5,000, 6,000. Pretty good. And then maybe move up, try to get to like the 8,000-9,000. If they could do that, that'll be.
What's the average? Do you know what the average attendance is for HL?
I have no idea, man. I think it depends. Go check. I think it depends on your team and what city.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume it's about maybe around 8,000.
No, 5 to 6.
Oh, 5 to 6. Okay. So all right, it's like it's pretty much said. So if they hit 5, 6, that's pretty good.
It's like an OHL arena just sold out every game.
Yeah,
that's not bad, right? Like some teams will do better than others, right? But
I mean, the Kitchener Memorial, I think it fits 7,500. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm like more things to do because I
more things to watch for sure.
Yeah.
But now they got a battle with another.
I think they're like two different. What's the other HL? Oh, the Marlies.
You got the Marlies.
Well, I hope it kind of.
That's what it is. Like the rivalry. Right now they're so close by.
Yeah, that's what
we get to see more prospects for sure. That's
100%. I think it'll make it kind of curious. Like not curious, but I think it'll do good for the atmosphere, especially because it's so close, like an hour away, right? If the fans are willing to commute and kind of build up that rivalry, I think especially now too, because the Marlies made the playoffs, Leafs didn't. I hope more people are kind of watching. One problem is it's not on cable network TV either, right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of like you got to watch it on Flow.
And another issue is, I think if the Leafs were going on a full rebuild and they had a lot of prospects in the pool,
it makes so much.
Then I think people would definitely be tuning in. Just they want to see the prospects, see how they do. But
well, I'm surprised they didn't learn, right? Like even you look at the Buffalo, because our AAA team for the Blue Jays, they're in Buffalo.
Buffalo, yes.
And when Vladdy was playing there, Bo was playing there, like so many people would drive down to Buffalo to go watch him play before he kind of made the big club, right? Yeah. So I feel like now Leafs have first. He's probably gonna be with the big team now, but hopefully like they can rebuild that prospect pool.
I think that's gonna be with a lot of teams. I think with the Islanders is perfect. They have a team here. They have a lot of prospects coming down, so we get to see a lot of them. Yes, they're not going to be playing for the Leafs. Maybe, I don't know if a lot of people would not care as much because it's with the Islanders, but I think maybe if it's a true hockey fan, they would enjoy it regardless. Mm-hmm. Especially if they're representing Hamilton, right? Now a team, Hamilton actually has a team. But you know what's another interesting thing? I would never assume that an American team would move back to Canada. I just thought hockey-wise, I thought everything was just going to move out.
No, you know why? It's because Bettman's not the commissioner of the AHL. That's why.
I guess we could end it off with that.
Yeah, maybe
it's a pretty good way.
Take notes, Bettman.
Yeah, take notes, man. Trust me. It'll work. It'll work in Hamilton.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, imagine. Oh, you know what? Just before, why were we trying to end it? But if it doesn't go well in Hamilton, does that... is this a good experiment to say that maybe an NHL team would not work?
It's like two different things. I think if you bring an NHL team, like imagine if an NHL team went back to Quebec
let's just say they went to Hamilton. I'm just saying.
Oh, like an NHL team in Hamilton. Oh, 100%.
I think 100% it'll work.
Yeah. Just giving somebody
There's just too many fans, man.
Just a reason not to cheer for the Leafs. You'll sell out just based off that.
Oh, I think a lot of Leaf fans would just be tossing
jump ship. Well, that's what happened, right? Remember in Markham, they were about to have a team.
Yeah,
they had a stadium, a site, everything. They're like, hey, we're gonna put another team.
Yeah.
And then the Leafs are like, no, it's too close.
But I think in Hamilton, this AHL team should work. Hopefully, it's a long-term home, and hopefully that's an experiment or. Analytics or whatever, whoever wants to see it, if it does really well, then maybe they could talk about bringing more teams in Canada. It could be AHL. Well, it could be the NHL.
Toronto should get two teams, man. Like New York
has
two teams. Yeah. And I'm saying they're not even that big of a market compared to like Toronto.
Yeah.
And
New York is a big market.
No, New York's a big market, but I mean like it's
they got the people too, man. They got a lot.
Even us, Toronto, you're acting like Toronto's that much smaller than New York.
It's tiny.
Toronto
is
No. Here's I'm talking about hockey markets. Hockey markets. Toronto's the biggest market.
No, of course.
But that's why
But I think
New York's big.
I think with the NHL, they look at more of fans who are not watching the game right now, who we could turn into a fan.
I don't know.
I think there's more people in New York than there are.
NASCAR did this where they started moving a lot of NASCAR is really big in the South, right? Mm-hmm. And they started moving races away from the South. They started putting them in like weird, like close to big cities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like the golden age of NASCAR was like in the 2000s, right? When you had like, I'm just reminiscing because Bush died Like he passed away this weekend, right?
Peace,
yeah. So that was like the golden age of NASCAR, and they started moving races away from like their core market.
Yeah.
And what did the core market do? They started following other things. They went to like college football. They started like college football is always big, but they started finding other things. And now NASCAR is not nowhere as big as it was.
Used to be, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, sure, you're trying to attract other markets, but don't discredit your
I understand,
core.
but you can't say that New York in general is not a hockey market. It is a
I'm not saying that.
The reason why it doesn't seem like it's loud is
because there's so much other things.
No, the success has not been there for a long time.
Even New York too, like it's like they have a football team.
No, but they have a massive Rangers following.
No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying,
even Long Island, bro, you've seen.
No, but I'm saying like if you're comparing like markets, Toronto's, nobody can say that Toronto's not the big.
Of course, Toronto and Montreal are a different level, but I'm not saying that. I don't think New York is that far behind. I just think the Rangers have not just found true success since the 90s. Of course, they made the finals in 2010, 11. That was a great team that they had with Martin St. Louis.
But what I'm saying,
I think if they found that success again, like if they won a cup again, I think they would.
So like, here's like the way I see it, right? Like hockey markets, you're talking about like in Montreal, your Toronto's like because regardless the team's doing well, they're not doing well, they're gonna sell out.
Yeah.
I feel like with the Rangers, them doing well and not if they're gonna lose so much interest over the next couple of years. 100%. That's like my hot take. I think
that's a hot take.
That's my hot take.
I
honestly
see that.
I'm honestly, if they don't do well, I think New York's like a city like that where if it's not like the Knicks.
So you think it's just the interest gonna move over to the Knicks or the Giants?
Yes, especially because they're doing so well. Especially Giants, they have such a young team too, and like they got a young quarterback. So I feel like your interest is gonna kind of shift, right? And especially hockey being like the smallest of the big four.
But honestly, the numbers are not saying that right now. ESPN numbers came out as well for the playoffs.
Well,
of course, the big reason is because the Montreal Canadiens are this far and the Buffalo Sabres were in the playoffs. I think that the numbers went up like 75% viewership on ESPN. It made a big difference. But I think if you add in your Rangers in there as well, I think you bring a lot of.
But see, that's the thing. I think the Rangers are gonna actually not do well next. I think they have to go full rebuild.
They want to retool. We still don't know what the hell they want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, this is off-season talk. We'll definitely have this later on because Rangers is a lot of questionable stuff. But I just think with this Hamilton thing, I think it will work out, and hopefully this isn't. Just to
step in the right direction.
I think.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back to everything. Back to everything. I think Toronto easily could, and I think it'll be better not only for the Leafs. Like the Leafs are worried about, you're gonna lose revenue. I think it gives you even more revenue.
They don't want to give up anything, dude. When you have a monopoly over our entire province, they're not gonna give it up.
Well, I think it'll do so much better for the team because think about it like this: you put them in the same division, you build a in-city rivalry.
Yeah, but the money's only coming to them if they're playing home.
No, but think about
right now they own all the rights for Ontario,
that's true too. But it's not gonna really affect them too. You're gonna bring more people because people are gonna be
they're already
like that casual fan. I feel you're gonna be like, I want to go watch, like, you know what I mean? Like I want to go.
But if you're making money, let's just say you're typically making money, why do you want competition for yourself?
Like, because sometimes not all competition is bad.
No. But we're looking at it as a fan's point of view. I'm telling you from owner's point of view.
Yep.
If I'm making X amount of money and then you're saying, hey, you could make twice as much, but then you're gonna have to be more competitive. Be like, no, I don't want to be competitive. I'm happy making this much money. I think that's where the MLSE is right now.
Well, that's the thing too, right? Like you're going that.
Buffalo Sabres. Think about this. It's not even just fine. Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's just say they say yes. You got the Buffalo Sabres across the border. A lot of Canadian fans go over there. If Hamilton got a team, it really takes away a lot of the fans that go across the border. They lose a lot. And we notice this in the playoffs especially.
Yeah.
So I think that hurts their market a lot. So I think that's kind of the reason why they want to throw a team here. The Markham thing made sense at that time because I still think it's a little further away from Buffalo. So you have all the fans from St. Catharines.
Well, those
fans will still be crossing over.
Even like you're looking at like city center hubs. Like I know we're going like completely different topic, but it's so interesting because
it is interesting.
Because I'm like, I always want like another team, right? It makes it more diverse too, right? You're looking at it like in terms of cities, like Hamilton's there, but for an NHL city, I think that's like the biggest city you have because you got Kingston, and then after Kingston, it's Ottawa. There's not really any big population hub.
But I think Markham would be perfect.
It's outside the city, but it's not so far where you would.
It's kind of like how Long Island is.
That's exactly what it is.
Adding it there. Definitely not add it in the east end of Toronto. It's a little grimy for me.
What's the east end? Like Scarborough?
Yeah. Scarborough.
No, you got to go like
area. Like hell no.
No, Markham's.
But
nice.
I think if you keep it like central, you keep it on the Young Street. If you keep it on the Young
give
line,
Brampton a team.
Hell yeah,
come west,
because it definitely works out in Hamilton. But I think Markham is perfect. It's like in that perfect spot, sweet spot where you have all the suburbs, all the teams, all the people could actually meet up instead of going downtown.
So.
And it connects the lines. All the train lines run straight downtown from there.
Well, it's just go right.
Yeah, whatever.
It'll be the subway rivalry.
Yeah, subway. Yeah.
The go rivalry.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what we'll call it.
Yeah.
But what's it called? When they do an expansion team, all the GMs and ownership has to approve, right?
Yes.
Oh, it sucks. It's never gonna happen then.
Yeah. But hey, listen.
You got three teams. You got 3 teams. You got Buffalo, Ottawa won't approve, and Toronto.
No, I think how it works is like it's supposed to be like a 5-hour radius. There's a certain radius. I don't remember exactly how many kilometers away it is before it affects a team. I think Ottawa is still further away from that line. I think it's affecting more with Toronto and Buffalo.
Well, even Belleville, right? Like Belleville's their OHL team or whatever, or their AHL team. It'll affect them 100%.
No, it's too far.
You think Belleville's only like 2 hours away?
No, it's too far.
It's just outside of.
I don't think it would affect.
Really?
No, I don't think so. If you put a team in Markham, I don't think.
I think it would kill like.
I think what it would affect is the Barrie Colts.
Oh, okay. No, that's true too.
It would affect.
But OHL, like honestly, like
no, because Barrie Colts, I think is the only. No, actually, I wouldn't say that. Oshawa has a team too, and they have old fans there as well. Peterborough, same thing, but Barrie is like considered a bigger
Pete's
city
too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with the Pete's.
Peterborough.
But I think when it's a big city, typically teams don't work out. I think just with Barrie, they're a little further away from Toronto, so it does work out. But if you add a team in Markham, an NHL team, then they could be questionable for Barrie.
You know, like the thing that's.
I mean, we're just going on some
random tangent. No, but I'm saying
I'm saying like we're going.
The biggest thing that's like untapped, I think, is minor hockey. Imagine if imagine if there's when playoffs come around, there's so many Leafs fans, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if these Leafs fans, all of them, just went to like a.
But they're not hockey fans. They're Leaf fans.
Yeah,
it's a difference.
You know,
because we're hockey fans.
If
you just
I'll go watch a beer league game.
Dude, I've done it on a Friday night, just going watching an under 16 game. Like,
yeah.
It's just
but like, there's
game.
this huge and if you like actually dig into it and kind of like go in and understand it, not even understand, just go try it. I feel like there's this huge.
You saw the Kitchener Rangers game, that fight.
Yeah,
that happened.
Yeah,
that has to be one of the best fights I've
ever seen.
No, I wouldn't say best ever. I would say the last few years.
I didn't know they were gonna stop.
Dude, that's a good old school hockey that you know. And now you're seeing. I'm going back to the NHL, but I hate these guys who just keep their gloves on. They start punching. Like, buddy, just drop your gloves.
I think it's and even like the visor thing. Like you said, clip off visors, man.
Yeah, clip off visors. That's it. It comes off. You drop your gloves. You fight.
That's it.
And referees should not come in the way if these guys are doing this.
I'm telling you, next thing that's gonna happen is like they're gonna have to go to the penalty box, grab pillows. Gonna be pillow fights. That's what to be safe. No, but yeah, there's this huge untapped market. We're like
I know.
This AHL team. We're talking about expansion, and then honestly, like
next thing you know, we're gonna be talking about hockey in Spain or something. I don't know, man.
No, man. but yeah, honestly, like I think it's good, especially for like people who actually like watching hockey just to watch hockey. Yeah. I think it's good.
No, Hamilton's gonna be fun, man. Hopefully they do well, and it gives good statistics for the future.
I don't know what's in the area too. Hopefully, like I haven't been down there yet or anything like that, but hopefully it's like really in a nice area where they have like a couple like bars or something, so you can kind of make a night out of it, right?
No, Hamilton's definitely been changing, man. Yeah, they've been spending a lot of money on their infrastructure.
Yeah,
so it'll be interesting. We'll definitely check it out next year.